Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome, dolls and gents. We are jumping in onto your timelines, middle of the day. I'm super excited to have one of my co-authors here. So we are going to just share Wendy Lee with you. Let me do a formal introduction because I know that all of the platforms are sending out notifications saying, hello, come watch, come listen. So comedian Wendy Lee, also known as Quiet Storm. Let me tell you a little bit about her. By people, we are hurt. By people, we are also healed is the motto that fuels Wendy Lee's motivation in all she does. Arising from the ashes of fear, intimidation, and depression, she graces various stages to share her life through comedic speaking, captivating her audience with her unique story and mesmerizing them with her clever delivery. Wendy desires to spark thoughts that lead to actions that provoke lasting change. With over a decade in the comedy industry, Wendy Lee is just scratching the surface in a league all her own. Dolls and gents, let's give a big round of applause for Wendy Lee, co-author in the new book collaboration, Pour: The Secret Effects of Giving and Serving in Small Business and Leadership. Wendy, welcome.
Thank you so much. I am so excited. I'm trying to contain it. I'm trying to contain it. And that bio was awesome. I've never heard anybody else read it out, but it's awesome. Like, who are you talking about?
We're talking about you. We're talking about, listen, we've got people greeting already. Hello, hello, Gwen. Hello, Penny. Thanks for stopping by. Coach Shanita saying, hey, fellow platform builders, mastermind. Erica Lynn is saying hello. Edwinette Moses, one of your co-authors, is saying hello. Get all the co-authors in the house. Hey, girl, hey, Cookie. So listen, Coach Andrea, thank you for sharing. We see you. So many people coming in, Wendy, just giving you love, sharing love. Tara, I'm telling you what. So let's jump in. I know, right? So let's jump in. And I would love for you to share like how you even got into comedy. Like how does someone know that they're funny enough, or tell us that story?
Well, I think I have a unique story where I often say that I didn't find comedy found me. And it's nothing I aspired to do because I was a very shy child growing up. It's nothing. I never said I want to be a comedian when I grow up. I never thought I was funny. And what happened was when I moved to the Petersburg area, I went to this church that was having a talent show. And I just went to support the talent show. Didn't go to participate, just went to support it. And the pastor announced that they needed more participants. And he made this announcement about 3 or 4 times. So by the 3rd time, I said, well, let me see what I could do. Because I'm a helper by nature. That's what I do. I love to help. And I was thinking, what can I do? And actually, I have a host of talents. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. But I was doing at the time, but I have retired from some of those things. I wrote poetry. I sung a little bit. I was on a dance ministry, so I danced. But all those had already been presented that night. And I said, I want to do something different. And it just popped in my mind. I would like to say out of nowhere, but it was probably the Holy Spirit to say, tell some jokes. And so what I did, I wrote down every clean, funny thing that I remember from high school. I didn't even do any personal writing. It was just jokes that I had heard. And I went up there and read them from the paper because I was still in my little nervous, shy state. Read them from the paper. And when I went back to my seat, the pastor called me back up and he prayed over me and he spoke words over me and said, you have an awesome gift. I see God taking you before great men. I see you traveling all over the country. And I want to be the first one to sow into your ministry. Do you not know they took up an offering for me that night? And I was so honored. And then the pastor asked me back the following year to host the talent show. And so what I did, I actually started to visit the church a few weeks before the talent show. And what I decided to do was in between the acts was to dress up like members from the church and mimic what they do during worship service. And they absolutely loved it. And at the end of that talent show, people were asking me for my business card. And I said, I'm not in business. I'm not a comedian. I'm just having fun. And so they said, well, you come to my church and do what you did tonight. I'm like, sure. And so I did that. And over a course of 7 years, Charbet, it was 7 years that I did that because it was a domino effect. When I went to that church, somebody asked for the business card. And I was just saying the same line for 7 years. I'm not in business. I'm not a comedian. I'm just having fun. And it was actually in 2006 where someone sent me an email from Black Gospel Promo, and I think that's like the Bobby Jones. It was at the time it was the Bobby Jones Network email, and they were advertising their Christian comedy. Well, not there, but they were advertising a Christian comedy conference. And so I actually went to that conference, and that's where I met about 30, 40 different Christian comedians who was doing it full time.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, you're kidding me. And I felt like I had found my tribe because I was feeling kind of strange, being saved, being a Christian, and having this sense of humor because everybody didn't really take to my sense of humor very well. And they didn't think it belonged in the church either. Oh, and wow. So I did. I felt like I found my tribe. I found all these saved people who love God and are funny. And so I came back all hyped up. I was so hyped up, and what I did, I made some flyers and I sent them out to the local churches asking for opportunity to exercise my gift, and got my first paid engagement in June of 2006. So,
wow. And here we are. Fast forward, now you are a part of a book collaboration. Did you ever think that you would write a book or write a chapter or write anything?
Well, actually, I'm gonna say it like this. It's been in my mind, and I know that some books, yes, S plural, I know some books are in me, but making it come into fruition, no, I didn't know, I didn't see how that was going to happen. Yeah. So this is another beautiful surprise to me.
Another beautiful surprise. So welcome to all those that are stopping by. We're doing our co-author introduction. I am Charbet Mitchell. I am the visionary author for this amazing book. You're hanging out on my platform, so I know you guys know me. But I'm the visionary author for Pour. And Wendy is one of our co-authors, and we're just giving you an opportunity just to meet and greet. And so listen, if you want to buy the book, you're like, I want to pre-order the book. We're in pre-order, so you can drop by and pick up the book, mitchell-productions.com/Wendy. Wendy, I know you shared it on your pages, and so people can just hit that link. We'll share it also in the comments so that people can go ahead and grab the book from you. And so I know that there were people thinking, okay, so is your chapter like full of jokes? Like if you're a comedian, like did you write a bunch of jokes? So tell us how you decided what to write. And by the way, I should mention those viewers and listeners and all of that, that her chapter is the first book. So you're the first interview, first kind of behind the scenes, and your chapter opens the book. So talk to us about how you decided what to write in your chapter.
Well, I am very good at following instructions. So I got some instructions from the lead author to give us a skeleton, a framework to work from. And I'm gonna be honest, it was a bit of a struggle because I wanted to follow directions and instructions to the T. Mm-hmm. But when I kind of relaxed and just told my story. I mean, really, and just told my personal story. And because can I say it all? Because can I just say it all?
Listen, this is reality Facebook Live and YouTube. Hey, Periscope. Hey, this is all of that.
Okay. Well, I think what was it? 1,500 words. 1,500 words was the goal.
3,000 the goal. Don't be talking about minutes. 3,000, but you did more than.
I know, and see that's what I was getting to. I'm like, I don't have that many words. You say, I am not long-winded. I am not a preacher. I'm not long-winded. I just get straight to the point and go sit down. Yeah. But and I was concerned about getting to them 3,000 words. But when I just relaxed and allowed and just told my story, I went over the words. So I went over the words, but no, I was real. I was very real in this chapter of the book, and it's a little bit of humor intertwined in there, but it's very real. Taking off the mask and actually saying things that I have been afraid to acknowledge before a crowd. and to let people know. So this is going to be a very transparent chapter, and as a result, I think it's going to help a lot of people.
Yeah, I totally agree. As someone that has, of course, read it, I really think that this is going to really help a lot of people, Wendy. And so shout out again to everybody that is here, just showing love and showing support. Listen, my mom stopped by. Hey, Mom. And Coach Andrea is saying, let him use you. Let him use you. And so there definitely are themes in your chapter around esteem and confidence. And so as we think of the overall theme of this book, Pour, which, I mentioned on Twitter last night, I had the title for the book many, many months before the first word ever hit the page. I knew that the title of this book would be Pour. And there's a lot of different ways we can think about, pour as from a business owner, from those of you that are in leadership. But I love how you have themes around confidence and esteem, and how that impacts and affects every area of your life. So as we think about esteem, any tips you want to share with the viewers that may feel like maybe in certain areas they got high esteem, but in other areas it's a little bit lower, or confidence maybe high in one area but a little bit lower. Any tips that you would say to people who are saying, I'm kind of trying to bring up esteem in different areas in my life?
Well, yes, I would say number one is to be yourself and embrace who you are. Because that was a big struggle for me with comparison, and especially the comparing myself to other people, and especially people in the industry. But we have to understand that we have to embrace our own uniqueness, and that's what helps us to stand out from the rest who are in our industry, is to embrace our own uniqueness. And so that was the major piece for me. And as well, as far as esteem, is that thought life, that and I'm realizing that even now, Charlotte, that what you say to yourself is so powerful, because it's a song, there's a verse in a song that India Ari, one of my favorite artists, she says, the words that come from your mouth, you are the first to hear, and you hear it first because it starts in your head. And so I think our inner world, our thought life, is very important, what we are saying to ourselves. And because what we say to ourselves comes out of our mouth. So your thought life. And even the scripture says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So we have to be careful what we think and speak positive, even and not look at what's going on around us or how we feel, because our feelings are fickle. Our feelings change from minute to minute. And so we don't go by what we see. We don't go by what we feel. We go by the truth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good. We go by the truth. And so I know that there are people who know you already, from the comedy. Listen, you getting that? Come on, Wendy. Come on here. You about to preach. I know that there are, people who know you just as Quiet Storm, the comedian Quiet Storm. And so this is a little bit of a departure from that, but it's going in a direction. I love how your bio says you do comedic speaking. So it's going in a direction that broadens, what you can bring to different audiences. Yes, say that. Tara is saying, say that. Cookie is like, yes, Wendy. And so you're available certainly for comedy. And I know we're in this period of COVID. And oh, by the way, you will get to experience Wendy Lee at the pop-up conference that's coming. My pop-up conference is coming November 5th, 6th, and 7th. But talk a little bit about how they can get in contact with you if they want to bring you in for virtual. You're doing a bunch of virtual things, bring you in as a virtual speaker or a virtual comedic, relief.
Yes. All right. Well, right now they can find me at the house. I've been in the house since March the 23rd. Yeah, they can find me at the house. But actually, I'm on social media right now. I am on the Facebook. Because I was getting into my little comedic zone, because I always say the face of the book. I'm on the face of the book, and I'm on the Insta of the gram. I'm on Facebook under Wendy Lee, second name but alternate name. Comedian Quiet Storm, and I'm actually on the IG Instagram under comedian _Quiet Storm. So that's where I'm most active. My business coach is teaching me how to be on some other platforms. But as soon as I get space in my head, I'll be on some other platforms.
You're doing amazing. And she has a website which you can connect with. Oh, certainly you can share your website address.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that because that's new and wonderful things that happened to me in this 20 of the 20. Yeah, I got a website. I keep forgetting. Oh, Lord, I got a website, y'all. I got a website. And it's www.wendyleequietstorm.com. That's www.wendyleequietstorm.com. And this wonderful woman that I know, she created my website. Y'all probably know her. Her name's Charlotte Mitchell.
Girl, I heard she's a bad, shut your mouth. She's a bad somebody.
She does good. She does good. She makes me proud.
Well, and I'm so excited, Wendy, because I've been able to work with you over this year, and our work is not done. You are one of my platform builder clients in my premium program, and so doing amazing things. So thank you, everyone, for all the love that you are showing. Gwen is saying, awesome, awesome, awesome. It was also a new author as well. And if someone's saying, what kind of comedy do you do? So let's kind of let people know, describe your comedy. So if they're thinking about, bringing you to an event, they'll kind of know what lane, and I know you don't want to be boxed in, but what kind of general lane? Okay.
Well, the kind of comedy I do is funny, first of all. Hey, y'all. I'm telling you, boy. Look at, the kind of comedy I do is funny. It's real, and it's evolving, and I'm so glad about it. I do clean comedy, do Christian comedy, and I say Christian because I do a lot of church events, but I've actually started doing comedy clubs before the COVID of the 19 happened. But I do clean comedy, church events, business events now, via online, virtually. And I talk about myself. I talk about reality. Talk about what happens in church. And so it's a wide variety of things that I guess you can use me at. Business, for church events, for women's meeting. That's one of my favorite things. I love women's meeting. And it's probably because I'm a woman and I was born that way too.
Yes. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Well, our time has flown by. You can pick up a copy or pre-order from Wendy. So pre-order means you get at the top of the list. You're like VIP. When the books come out, you'll have them hot in your hand in October. Wendy will autograph your copy if you pick it up from mitchell-productions.com/Wendy, which is right on the screen. We'll come back and drop it in the comments for you. And we're wrapping up. So much love coming your way. Like Tanya responded back, hey, Wendy. So much love coming your way. And thank you for all those that are going to catch this in the replay. Type when you watch this in the replay, no matter where you are, Periscope, hey, YouTube, hey, certainly all across Facebook, just type #replay so Wendy and I can show you some love. And that's that. Wendy, thank you so much. I'm so glad you've been on this ride with us, and it only gets better from here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, that's a wrap. We'll see you guys later on the web.